Coming up on USDS, a baseball matchup between the Seaford Warriors and the New York Waverlys. Have fun at watching.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are proud to present another baseball presentation here on YouTube. And it's too bad that our first ever baseball season on YouTube will be over very soon, because it's the second last game already, but a particular one, because the Seaford Warriors will have the opportunity in today's matchup to kick off the Boston Tiptons from a second place in the stats and become vice champion. And now let's take a short look on the starting lineup. Dexter Griezmann, Herschel Larry Tate, Wiley, Julie Van Huysen, Felix, Alex Russo, Talia Robinson, Rudy Tutudi and Kelbo Russo. And then the first batter in the box is Dexter Griezmann against Jack Brewer, the first batter on the mound in this game. Here comes the delivery, and Dexter Griezmann falls off the ball to the right. And yeah, by the way, the Seaford Warriors are on their home baseball field today, and the New York Waverlys are today's guests. And the Seaford Warriors have might brought some self-confidence with them, because of their last victory against the Boston Tiptons with 3-0. Yeah, and because of that, they have the chance in today's matchup to become the vice champions on our first Disney baseball season. And now let's pay attention to the game. We have one runner from the New York Waverlys on the first base already. And now we've had Wiley against Jack Brewer. Here comes the delivery. Swung is on, and the fly ball flight into the left deep center field, and but his hit was caught in the air, so he's out. And now it's the turn of Juliet Van Huysen against Jack Brewer. Here comes the delivery from him, and Juliet Van Huysen falls off the ball to the right. And that was the first strike against her. Well thrown pitch by the way, and here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this Gruber went a little bit too low, so it's called a ball, 1-2, and now we are ready for the 1-2 pitch. It's coming up right now, and that's another ball. This time he just missed the left bottom corner, the right bottom corner of his strike zone, sorry. Now here comes the 2-2 pitch. Another ball, one more ball, and Julie Van Huysen will get the whistle for the walk. And there's the strikeout, the first strikeout from Jack Brewer in this game. And that was the first half of the first inning. And now it's a turn for the Seaford Warriors on the bat. And Kelbo Russo is the pitcher, for the New York Waverlys, and Seaford player has fallen off the ball to the right, and this time he falls off the ball to the left. Now here comes the 0-2 pitch. Here comes the delivery. He hits the spot. He has hit the spot, but he has hauled another ball off. Yeah, the fastball pitch was not that bad actually, but he has to throw his pitch right in the spot where it hurts the batter, and this pitch from Calvo Russo a few moments ago was that kind of a pitch, and he has made the first player from the Seaford Warriors out. And that's the lineup for the Seaford Warriors, by the way. Rennie Plotsky, Kim Crawford, Wawasabi, Claire Taylor, Jolie, Mika Rivera, Frank Bickel and Jack Brewer. And I've had Kim Crawford in the batter's box against Calvo Russo. Here comes the delivery, and Kim Crawford has dropped down the pitch to the ground, and she has reached the first base already. I've had Robert Wasabi in the batter's box against Calvo Russo. Robert Wasabi is not that fast runner, by the way, but if he hits the spot, the ball will be flied very might fly very far. Now it's time for the 1-1 pitch, and yeah, Wasabi has fouled off the ball. Now it's time for the 1-2 pitch, and another ball. 2-2 right now. So delivery, ball 3. One more ball and Wawasabi will get the whistle for the walk. And this time he hits the spot. Swung is on, but his pitch got caught in the air from a right fielder of the New York Waverlys, and that's now the ending. It's now the end of the first inning, and now the second inning starts right now with a throw of Jack Brewer. Swung is on. Ball gets right in the middle of the center field and gets caught from Frank Bickel. So that means that he's out. And I've had Alex Russo in the batter's box against Jack Brewer. Here comes the pitch. And Alex Russo has dropped on the pitch to the ground. Let's see how far she can get. Not that far. She haven't reached the first base either. She haven't reached the first base. Now here comes another pitch from Jack Brewer, and this time Alex Russo has fouled off the ball to the right. And now it's time for the 0-1 pitch. Here comes the delivery. This two-seam fastball went a little bit too low. First ball against her, 1-1. Comes the delivery. And that was a well-thrown pitch. In the right upper corner of the strike zone, I think. And For the viewers that are new in baseball, the strike zone of the batter is the area between the elbow and the knee joint of the batter. And now we've had Woody Tooty Tooty against Jack Brewer. And Woody Tooty has fouled off the ball. And it's time for the 0-1 pitch. And that was a great execution of a screwball pitch. Right in the spot where it hurts for the batter. And it in the defense of Woody Tooty, it was a tough one to hit. But now he was able to hit the spot of his pitch. And the New York Waverlys has one player on the third base already, so they've had a great opportunity to put the first point on the scoreboard. Jack Brewer. He has hit the spot, and that could be the first point for the Waverlys. But that's not the case. The score is still scoreless. And now we've had Claire in the batter's box against Calvo Russo. And that was a well-thrown pitch from Calvo Russo right into the right upper bottom corner of a strike zone. Sorry. Tough one to hit for Claire. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. And that was also not a bad execution on the screwball, but yeah, Russo has set up his pitch a little bit too high, and Claire haven't even need to swing for that, and yeah, it was also a good eye from Claire. Because she saw it that she didn't need to swing for that. So no, I got it. And that was the first strike against female batter from a Seaford, and the screwball went a little bit too far on the right. So 1-1, and now it's time for the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2. One more strike, and Calvo Russo will get his first strikeout in the game. And yeah, that was definitely a ball. It was way too far on the right. Now swung is on, and ball gets into the middle of a center field, and but the female batter from the Seaford Warriors is out, and because the ball got caught in the air. But they have still one player on the first base, and now it's Julie's turn against Calvo Russo. She falls off, and she falls off the ball to the left. Well thrown pitch right in the right upper corner of the strike zone. No chance for Julie to hit that one. And that splitter ball went a little bit too low, and Julie Hasn't even need to swing for that pitch. Now here comes the 1-2 pitch. This was not a bad execution, but on a fastball pitch, but he has to set up a little bit too more on the left side in order to get the ball into the strike zone. Now that was another ball a few moments ago, and that was the first strikeout from Kyle Russo against Jolie. And now I've had Mika Rivera in the batter's box against Calvo Russo. Here comes the delivery. Strike one, tough one to hit for her. Now it's time for the 0-1 pitch. Here comes the delivery. Another great execution of the pitch. And no chance to hit that pitch for Mika Rivera. Ui. What was that? For a throw, and I don't know exactly. I don't know. Yeah, what was that for a throw a few moments ago? I don't know. But the good news is that the one player is already on his second base from the Seaford Warriors. And that screwball went a little bit too far on the right side. A little bit more on the left side, and the ball would get in the strike soon. And now Mika Rivera has dropped the pitch down to the ground, and but she didn't make it in time to reach the first base, and yeah, that is the end of the second inning. The score is still 0-0, and let's begin with the third inning. And Jack Brewer is on the mound against the New York Waverlys batter, and the Waverlys batter has dropped on the pitch to the ground, but he didn't make it in time either to reach the first base. Now I've had Herschel Levitate. Batter's box against Jack Brewer. Here comes the delivery. Swung is on, and ball gets into the right deep center field. Now I got it. Field good hit from him. And he has reached already the second base. And yeah, and Herschel Levitate is one of a player that has a strong built body, and if he hits a spot from a pitcher, the ball will might fly very far. And yeah, that was the case a few moments ago. And this two-seam fastball went a little bit too far on the right. Here comes the 1-1, and this splitter ball went a little bit too low. Yeah. Yes, to set up his pitches a little bit more higher, or a little bit more on the left side, and swung is on. Ball gets in the middle, right in the middle of the center field, and the New York Waverlys has put the first point on the scoreboard. Herschel Levitate was the player who made it, and He has brought the team in the lead in the 3rd inning. He has brought his team in the lead in the 3rd inning. So now I got it. And now it comes another pitch from Jack Brewer, and that was a well thrown pitch. And the batter wasn't able to hit the spot, but this time it's different. But this type of hit was not that strong actually, and it was an easy catch for the pitcher of the Seaford Warriors. And now another batter has dropped down the pitch to the ground, and but he didn't make it to the first base, and it was the first half of a 3rd inning, and the New York Waverlys are in front, up by 1-0. And now it's the turn of the Seaford Warriors on the bat, and Frank Bickle against Calvo Russo. And this splitter pitch went a little bit too low. So 1-0, and here comes the 1-0 pitch, and Frank Bickle has hit the spot. Swung ball was on, and got into the right deep center field. But the ball got caught in the air, as you saw, and that's the first out in the 3rd inning for the Waverlys against Seaford Warriors. We've had Jack Brewer in the batter's box. The execution of a splitter pitch was not that bad actually, but his pitch went a little bit too far on the left side. And now the Seaford batter has hit the spot, and the ball got right in the middle of the center field. But yeah, the ball got caught in the air again from the center field of the Waverlys, and that kind of hits. If you made that kind of hits, it would be easy to make the players out. And that is another kind of a pitch. That would make it easy for the Waverlys to make their opponents out. And that was the end of the 3rd inning. Now let's begin with the 4th inning. Jack Brewer is on the mound against Alex Russo. Here comes the pitch. And that was a well thrown pitch from him. Great execution on the splitter ball. And Alex Russo wasn't able to hit the spot. And in her defense, it was a tough one to hit. It was also a tough one to hit for her. The two-seam fastball went a little bit too high. Execution was not that bad, but yeah, you have to set up. You have to set up the pitch a little bit lower in order to hit the spot where it hurts the batter, and that pitch and that hit a few moments ago from Alex Russo was a great one, by the way. Swung and fly ball was on, and fly ball bounced off to the ground, and she has made it to the second base already. And Waverlys better dropped on the pitch to the ground. But The Waverlys batter that has hit the spot of Jack Brewer didn't make it to the first base, but the Waverlys have Alex Russo on the third base already, and it would be a great opportunity for her to put a second run on the scoreboard for her team. If they hit the spots. And now it's a chance for Alex Russo to make this to put the second one on the scoreboard, and that's the case. Two 2-0 lead for the New York Waverlys. Jack Brewer, and baseball has fouled the ball off. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, and the Waverlys batter has dropped down the pitch to the ground, and what an effort from a shortstop of the Seaford Warriors to get the ball. As you saw, he has caught the ball in the air, and that was the first half of the fourth inning, and now it's the turn of the Seaford Warriors. On the bat, Kim Crawford has hit the spot, swung his fly ball is on, but the ball got caught in the air from a right fielder of the New York Waverlys, and like I said a few moments ago, if you make that type of hits, it would be easy for the opponents to make you out. And that is the first strike against Robert Wasabi from Calbo Russo. Tough one to hit for him. No chance. Here it's time for the 0-1 pitch. Robert Wasabi has hit the spot. That could be a home run, maybe. But great catch from a center fielder of the New York Waverlys. That hit was very close. In other words, that hit from Robert Wasabi was near the home run. And like I said a few innings ago, if a player like Robert Wasabi hit a spot from a pitcher, the ball might fly very far. No, this pitch a few moments ago went a little bit too low, and that splitter ball was set up a little bit higher, and that's the first strike against the female Seaford batter, and his fastball went a little bit too low again. So 2-1 here, and now here comes delivery for the 2-1 pitch. Wherefore pitch right into the right bottom corner of the strike zone, 2-2. And this time the female batter has hit the spot of Calbo Russo's pitches. Let's see how far she can get. And maybe she will get to the third base. And it was a great run from, I think, Mika Rivera. Swung. She was able to hit the spot of the pitch from Calbo Russo. Flyball was on. Flyball bounced off to the ground, and with a fast run, she has made it into the third base. And now she will have a big time chance to put the first point on the scoreboard for her team. If her opponent will hit the spot, that is the case. Let's see if she can make the first point for her team. That was not the case because her teammate hasn't reached the first base after he hits the spot of the pitcher. Score is still 2-0 for the Waverlys. And here comes the pitch from Jake Brewer. Susan fastball went a little bit too low, but the execution was not that bad actually. 1-0. And now it's time for the 1-0 pitch. Here comes the delivery. Forward from the Waverlys batter. And now swung is on. And the ball gets into the left deep center field. And easy catch for this left fielder from the Seaford Warriors. Now here comes another pitch. Jack Brewer, and this time the ball gets fouled off to the left. 0-1. Comes the 0-1 pitch. And the batter has just managed to get out of the way from his pitch. Very spectacular, by the way. And Waverlys batter has dropped down the pitch to the ground, and with that kind of hits, you will get not that far. Now I've had Wiley in the batter's box against Jack Brewer. Here comes the delivery, and Riley has hit the spot. Swung is on, but easy catch for the left fielder of the Seaford Warriors. And that was the first half of the 5th inning. It's now the turn of the Seaford Warriors on the bat. Or in the batter's box, in other words. And now I've had Julie against Calbo Russo right now. Julie has dropped on the pitch to the ground. Let's see how far she can get. And she has reached the first base already. Now we've had Mika Rivera against Calbo Russo. Here comes the delivery. Yeah, the screwer went a little bit too high, and Rivera has watched that fly by. And that was a great execution of a curveball pitch. Right into this strike zone. No chance to hit that pitch. Another strike, and yeah. In the defense of Mika Rivera, she hasn't the chance either to hit that type of the pitch. And that's the first strike out for Calbo Russo. And there was another great pitch. And I can't say it often enough. No chance for Mika Rivera. And I've had Frank Bickle. We have now Frank Bickle with a try against Calvo Russo. This fastball went a little bit too far on the right. She has put his pitches a little bit more to the left in order to get into the strike zone. And they've had now Julie out, and it's a second out for the Warriors in the inning. And the Warriors can't afford another out in this inning, because that would be reduce the chances to get near the result of the New York Waverlys, or to win this game. And let's see how far he can get with that pitch. And she has made it with that hit. Sorry, it's a few months ago I've said, let's see how far she can get with the pitch. I meant, let's see how far she can get with that type of hit, and she has made it into the first base already. Now we've had Kai Brewer in the batter's box against Calvo Russo. And like I said a few moments ago, the Warriors can't afford one more out in this inning, because that would be reduce their chances to win this game in order to become the vice champions. And that was a ball a few moments ago from Caruso, and now it's time for the 1-1 pitch. One more strike, and the batter will be out. One, two. Here comes the delivery. And the batter falls another ball off. 1-2 pitch. This time he hits the spot, but this time the ball gets fouled off to the left. Yeah, to the left. Now this time fly ball is on. Let's see how far he can get. Not that far. And it was easy for New Waverlys to make them out, and yeah. And now we will begin right now with a last deciding inning. Jack Brewer is on the mound, and Alex Russo has fouled off the ball to the right. And now, yeah, like I said a few moments ago, we are now in the last inning, and that's the first, and that was a strikeout from Jack Brewer against Juliet Van Huysen, not against Alex Russo. It was my bad, sorry. And now I've had Frank Bickle in the bat, Felix in the batter's box, and Felix was able to hit the spot, but it was a great effort from a shortstop from the Seaford Warriors to reach that hit. Yeah. And as you saw, he has caught the ball in the air.
And these were two fast outs from the Warriors, and that's exactly the spirit that the Warriors will need for the last inning. Because one more out from the Warriors against the Waverlys, and the Warriors will have it in their own hands to get a tie or a victory after the end of the 6th inning. And by the way, Haberfinkel has made it into the first base after she has hit the spot of the pitch from Jack Brewer. And now it's a turn of Taylor Robinson with an attempt against Jack Brewer to hit one of his spots. And that was a tough one to hit for her. Great execution at a change-up pitch from Jack Brewer, by the way. And here comes the 0-1 pitch. This time she has hit the spot. Ground ball is on. Let's see how far she can get. And Talia Robinson has made it to the first base, and her teammate is on the second base already.
Now we've had Woody Tootie in the batter's box. Jack Brewer, and Tootie has fall off the ball to the right. Now Tootie has dropped on the pitch to the ground. Let's see how far he can get. And Tootie is out. And that was the first half. It was the end of the first half of the 6th inning. And now the Warriors got it in their own hands. They have to make 3 runs right now, or to win this game, or 2 runs to tie the game, in order to get in overtime. And that was the first strike from Calvin Russo against the Seaford Warriors, and against the batter of the Seaford Warriors, and that was the second strike. Oh, 2. One more strike, and the batter will be out, and that's the case. 3 fast strikes leads to the first out of the Seaford Warriors. And if the Waverlys make 2 more outs, they will win this game. And if that's the case, the Waverlys will have the chance to become our first vice champions in our first ever Disney baseball season. And that was the first strike against Kim Crawford, and there's a second strike against Kim Crawford. And now Kim Crawford has hit the spot of the pitch from Calvo Russo. But it was easy. It was an easy catch for the left fielder from the right fielder of his Seaford New York Waverlys, sorry. And now the Waverlys has it in their own hands. 1 more out, and the Waverlys will have a chance to become our first vice champions in the Disney baseball season. But Robert Wasabi was able to hit the spot of a pitch from Calvo Russo, and he has already reached the first base. And yeah, like I said a few moments ago, the Warriors can't afford one more out, because 1 more out, and that will mean that the Seaford Warriors will lose this game. And and will give the Waverlys the chance to become our first vice champions in Disney baseball. Another ball from Calvo Russo. It's now 3-0. One more ball, and the female batter will get the whistle. The female batter will get the whistle for the walk, and that's the case. And the Seaford Warriors has made a substitution. Philip Rivera checked in for Robert Wasabi. And we've had Taylor in the batter's box. Ball 1 from Calvo Russo. Ball 2. His fastball went a little bit too high. 2-0, and now it's time for the 2-0 pitch. First strike. That was one of his better pitches. That leads to a first strike against this batter. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Another ball. One more ball, and another batter from the Seaford Warriors will get the whistle for the walk. And that's the case. And now it would be very thrilling, because now the Seaford Warriors will have the big time chance to get in the lead for the first time in this game. If Jolie will hit the spot, Seaford Warriors might make it, and I meant the lead with that. Ball 1, and that was the first strike against Jolie in the inning. Tough one to hit for Jolie, no chance. 0-2, one more strike, and Jolie will be out. And that's the ball. Another ball. Chance for the winner is still alive for the Seaford Warriors. This time she hits the spot. Let's see how far she can get. And yeah, that she has hit the spot, but that was an easy catch for the center field of the New York Waverlys, and that would mean the loss for the Seaford Warriors. And now the Seaford Warriors have given the New York Waverlys the chance for the title of a vice champion.
And if they win their last game against FBC Gilroy, they will make it true with the title of a vice champion. But I believe it would be difficult for the Waverlys to defeat Gilroy, because Gilroy is the most dominating team in the league, and already our first baseball champion. Congratulations for that. And if you want to see how dominating they are, you can take a look on our stats. Here they are. And as you can see, the team of FBC Gilroy has reached four wins in 5 games, only 1 loss, and the difference with 31-8 runs. And that's the reason why I've told you that the team of Gilroy is the most dominating team in the league. And by the way, the result from today's game is already included in the stats. And now, last but not least, take care and goodbye.